Hey guys, what's up? And today I am going to be talking about uh, stuffs that happened at my school. This is a series, uh, what is it called? A segment called School Update, and this will be April 2018. Yeah, it's April 2018, and it's April 9th now, and next week it'll be the first anniversary of this YouTube channel. So it's a great thing. So yeah, before the Easter holiday, I had a test. Easter holiday, Easter break. It happened from March 29th to April 8th, and it's 11 days long, and I did nothing. I wasn't even bothered to do anything. I didn't really care because I knew that this holiday, this break, will not mean anything to me or anything to a lot of other people like Cedric. So yeah, during the holiday, a lot of people actually hanged out with each other. First of all, Jordana, Natalie, who else? Anne, Pink, Olivia, yeah, those five girls, they went shopping the first day of holiday, which is actually March 29th, and they took a lot of selfies and photos and posted it on Instagram, just like what a girl would normally do, and we see them transition from like good girls who stays away from Instagram to start being a, you know, thought. I'm just kidding though. But yeah, they're slowly becoming thoughts. And they're not completely thoughts, but the process has begun. I'm telling you, because they're just taking selfies and wearing trendy clothes and showing belly. Showing belly is actually okay, but it's just a little bit awkward because I mean, I know a handful of people who would be more than happy to see Jordana being sexualized, as well as Mary and Linda. I'm just being honest. And Jordana, to me, she's just a friend, and I respect her. But people like like Tom or Pete, uh, yeah, when they see these Instagram photos of Jordana just flexing her abs, they're gonna have a really good time. So yeah, enough with the humor. And then another occasion would be Cedric and Jordana and Tom uh went to, oh yeah, and Leo was there too. Damn you. And they four of them gathered around and had a dinner. And yeah, I was at home all the time, just scrolling through Instagram and Snapchat, just seeing all these people hang out together. And then what? And yeah, Cedric and Natalie, they hanged out, and they hung out, more like hung, hang, hanged, hung. They hung out, and I really want to hang out with them. But as soon as I was free and I got time, they left already. So yay! And then another time, it's Leo and a bunch of other boys, including Nick and AJ, all fake names by the way. And they went to hiking or something. I don't know, But like they all hung out together, had a lot of fun, took a lot of selfies, put it on Instagram, and I was at home all the time during the Easter break. And I actually went out a couple of times, but it's just, you know, normal stuffs, attending courses and classes and all that. And yeah, this holiday to me, this break, it means nothing. Okay, it means nothing. It means that I can sleep though, and that is something. The most exciting thing about this Easter break is sleeping, because I get to dream, and I actually get to dream every morning. I don't sleep at night technically. I sleep every morning around 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and I get to dream a lot. And I remember one of the dreams I had. It was separated into 5 sections, but it was a continuous thing. So these 5 sections of dreams are grouped together to be one big dream. And this dream, it's such a fantasizing and twisted and just like this wonderland kind of dream. It's amazing. But yeah, it's also kind of depressing. Everyone's just having fun, going out, being social and all that, and I'm just at home sleeping and doing homework and editing videos for YouTube, which is actually kind of fun. But seeing others hanging out together, eh. Anyway, let's get back to talking about school. Before the Easter break, we had the test, which happens twice a school year, and like for the last exam, which is before the last test, it's test exam. Okay, so for the last exam, I fucked up big time, and I got super sad and just about it. And so this time I already, you know, had the presumption that I will also fuck this up, and I told myself, don't have confidence, don't have hope, because if you have hope, you will have disappointment. So I was just, well, let's see how it is. Let's see how it goes. And quite a number of test papers are handed out, and let's start off. From the very beginning, we got our English test back. The full mark is 71. The highest mark is 64 out of 71. That is Natalie. And then we have 63, which is Kingsley. Weird name, but whatever. We have 60, which is Leo. We have 61. I forgot who it is. And a bunch of 58 and stuff. And do you know what I got? I got 54. Like, I fucked English up big time, and I have no idea why. Like, I really tried my best, and maybe it's because I didn't have enough sleep on that day, or I wasn't completely awake on that day. Like, I fucked a lot of questions up in the most idiotic and moronic way ever. Like, the answer is right in the passage. So we basically have to read a couple of passages, like texts, and we had to answer like a few questions, and the answer is literally in the text, and I still couldn't find it, and wow, I was really dumb. So I don't know if this is illegal or anything, but I'm just gonna show you the text. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you briefly. This is what we did for English. This is the second passage. The first passage is on the first page, which is right here. My year in Turkey. It is actually a very easy paper. Not very easy, just relatively simple, easy, straightforward. but I have no idea why. I had gone crazy that day and fucked it up. After learning the news that I had messed up English and was even worser than a lot of other people who aren't that good at English, actually, I was sad for a while, but I told myself to not be emotionally attached to tests and just let it slide. Okay, let it slide. And then we have the biology test, which is the most difficult test paper I had done in my entire life, and I'm not even exaggerating. It's so insane and wow, like wow would be the word. And turns out it's pretty much just me. Leo, okay, full mark is 70. Leo got a 54.5 out of 70 in this crazy ass paper. And Jordana also got a proud, roaring, soaring 52. And Anne got a pretty nice 49. Even people who weren't that good at biology, who weren't that outstanding, Oliver got a 40.5. That is actually somewhat of a not bad. And I got I like I really liked biology before. Like, that is the reason why I picked this class to attend, because I love it. I'm curious on how animals work, how plants work, humans. I'm actually really curious. I'm really fascinated by biology, but then I have no idea why. Somehow, in some way, I fuck biology up every time. No matter how hard I try, no matter how much I revise, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. I revised the biology for 3 days straight. Like, not accumulatedly, but 3 days, and it's a lot. But you have to admit, it's a really fucking difficult paper, okay? It's so difficult. Like, so yeah, as I had told you in the last video, all the things we have learned and revised were all concentrated in the multiple choice questions. That's why I got almost full mark in the multiple choice questions. And then we move on to the long questions, which is totally disastrous because it's nothing that we learned. We actually learned some things about it, but like, a lot of these are some of the hardest questions ever. First page. It's the fucking first page, and they show you this huge list, and it took me minutes to understand what the hell's going on. It's a whatever. And yeah. So basically we need to figure out what's wrong with this person. Not enough white blood cells, and not enough hemoglobin and red blood cells are not large enough. I'm right. But in this question, I only got 1 mark out of 2 because I didn't write it scientifically. I need to write insufficient volume or low, like MCV, lower than normal range, and then it asks us why is the person like this, and luckily I got 2 marks out of that 3, and yeah. And then we have question 2, which is basically how mature red blood cells structurally adapt themselves for an efficient oxygen carrier in human. Very, very fortunately, I got a 4 out of 5 on this question, as you can see. Pretty nice. Biconcave disc shape, large surface area to volume ratio, and does not have a nucleus, yada yada. Question 3 is actually the easiest. So this is the microscopic view on a human tissue. And this is basically blood capillaries and tissue fluid and yada yada. And this question is actually kind of tough. This B sub-question, as you can see, B1, BI, BII, it's, you know. Alright, so this is not that tough. Alright, and then we have, oh, this is glorious, this is glorious. Question 4. This is fucked. This is fucked. Wow. So this graph shows the net uptake and net release of carbon dioxide of an actively growing plant over a 24-hour period. As you can see, and it took me a few minutes to comprehend this graph. And I don't know why, am I dumb or anything, but like when it is 0, it counts as no net uptake and release. So I already fucked up the first question. And then for the second question, I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, I was right. The second question I was right, but then BII, I messed up. I don't know why. And then wow, like I mix up between net uptake and release and the total uptake and release, and apparently I'm not too clear at the concepts. Oh my gosh. And overall I got 3 out of 9. Great job. Oh, this is the classic question. Wow. This is the one I'm talking about, the plant with the jars and the hydrogen carbonate indicator solution and the bulbs with soda lime, fucking soda lime, whatever it means. This is the question. At first glance, I was shocked. Like, what the hell is going on? Which direction are the air? Like, there are different air. Like, are the air going in? Like, what is the point of the experiment? Like, it took me minutes to comprehend this. Just look at this. Just admire this. Who would come up with this? This is ridiculous. I'm in grade 10, okay? And somehow I still got the first 3 questions right, because I really gave a lot of thought about it. And then, wow. Oh. If any conclusions, what conclusions, if any, can be drawn by comparing the results of, like different parts of the leaf? As you can see here, there are different leaves, and different leaves have different parts. Some are not green, some are green. And the last question, there are no conclusion. I got that right, but I didn't write why. It wasn't enough, apparently. And the madness continues on this page. This is the change of pressure with time in the left atrium, left ventricle, and aorta during 2 cardiac cycles of a healthy young man at rest. And for the whole question, I got 5 out of 14. So joy to the world! I wrote, look at how much I wrote. I wrote this much, and for this much, I got a 1 out of 5. Similar at the back. I wrote a lot, and all I got is 1 out of 4. The triangles means 0.5. Like, oh my gosh, like, this is insanity. Insanity in its most insane. Describe the changes in aortic pressure during time period L. How is this change related to the activities of the left ventricle and blood flow? Name the heart valve involved and describe its activity. So I answered, blood fills the ventricle at first and pressure extensively increased, and as the semilunar valve opens, the blood in the ventricle rushes out to the aorta. Yada yada, like the left side, and the blood goes in from the left atrium to the ventricle, and pushes out from the aorta to the rest of the body. So I gave it a really, really long-winded description, really detailed description as well. And all I got is 1 mark because I am simply not smart enough. And there you go. 70 out of 33. And when I told this score to Jordana, she was seriously surprised. Like, what's wrong with you, dude? Like, what did you do? What the fuck did you do? What's wrong with you? Are you dumb or anything? Like, as you know, Jordana is not really a human. Whatever. Fuck it. Next up, we have physics. And then things started to get a little better. So I thought I fucked physics up so bad because I messed up a few questions. A lot of questions, actually, in the multiple choice question section. But, here we go. 60 is the full mark. 52.5 for Leo, which is actually amazing. 57.5 for Kingsley. Cray. 38 for Natalie, unfortunately, but it's actually not bad. And I got 46 out of 60, handwritten by the most famous teacher in our school, Mr. Thompson. Look, I messed a lot of multiple choice questions up, but the long questions I actually did really well. Wow! Especially that question and question 3, like one by one I got marks, and Leo actually messed this question up. Like, I actually calculated, you know, the different directions, different forces, and the friction and yada yada. I actually got them right, but of course the last page kind of messed up a little bit. Talking about 2 blocks connected with an extensible string. This is the full body diagram, as you can see, and this is the paper. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you the multiple choice questions. They are tough, by the way. So look at this. Okay, so you can see 4 graphs here, and which of the following graphs are basically the object moving with a positive acceleration? And what's the answer again? The answer is D. D is graph 1 and 4, as you can see. And then this is the tricky one. This is the tricky one. Oh yeah, this is Leo's handwriting. Leo, damn, a genius. Look at that. Question 6. Like, this is insane. But of course, once you grasp the concept, you know, it becomes easy instantly. Ay. And I almost messed up this one. I actually messed up 1 question here. But overall, it's actually really satisfying. Not the best, but at least it's not as bad as I thought. So, you know, have hope. Still have a little bit of hope. Then it's maths. Damn, maths. So, you know Olivia, I talked about her before, and it's almost dinner time. I talked about her before, and Olivia is this girl who is super hardworking and studious, and she knows everything. She's super knowledgeable. She's really good at English and biology, and #1 of the entire world when it comes to chemistry, economics, maths, and really great at Chinese, one of the top as well, and just overall the top student of the entire 159 people of our grade, of our form. So it's almost impossible to beat Olivia in maths. There's one time, one math quiz, Jordana beat Olivia, but that was just one exception. And then this is the test, and shit, man. Shit. So, full mark is 56. Olivia got 53. Anne got 48.5. Jordana got 49.5. Natalie got 44.5. Cedric passed celebration 30 out of 56. And 55 out of 56. Like, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. I beat Olivia for once. And just 1 mark shy from a perfect score. And, man, is this beautiful. Is this beautiful. And, wow, just admire it. Just admire it. Just look at that. Look at the ticks and the full mark. Look at that number. Like, I'm really proud of myself. No kidding. Kingsley, of course, got a full mark, and he is actually number 1, but still. Like, he is from Module 2, Maths class, Module 2. I'm from Core Part. So, in my class, I am number 1 at Maths. Feels good. Feels good. However, the Chinese test blew my mind. As you all know, Chinese is my worst and my weakest subject. And I had failed it many times. And the last exam, I got a 38.5, which is terrible. And I failed. If it's lower than 40, I failed. So, full mark is 100, as always. Jordana got a 66. Not bad. Leo got a 54.5. Natalie got a 43, which is actually a pass because over 40. Olivia got 80.5, which is, of course, undisputable. Actually, she's the best. But yeah. Jordana got 66, and Jordana's really good at Chinese. And the other boy got 65.5. Actually, it's 68. Originally, it was 65.5, but, you know, he checked it again, double-checked it, and it becomes 68. And I got 66.5. What the fuck? I fucked up English so bad, but Chinese, I don't know what did I eat for breakfast on that day, but I got a 66.5 in Chinese. Not only is it over 50, it's over 60, and it's over 65. That is how insane this score is. And I did not see that coming. In fact, when I received the test paper, I was like, it's not real, right? It's not real, right? Turns out it's real. Damn. The test paper is still at school, but I can show you the Chinese passages. So there are 3 passages. This is Chinese passage 1, and it's about, you know, it's basically a descriptive, poetic, not really poetic, it really, like, there are types of passages, like, this is more like, not really a story, but, you know, is, like, describing stuff, you know, and then this is more like I guess, argumentative. It's more like an essay, this one. And then the third passage is the tough one, but I somehow got a lot of the questions right. And this is actually early modern Chinese. So this is not how we speak in Chinese nowadays. It's it dates all the way back to 14th century, 13th, 12th. What is this dynasty? Qing dynasty, which is the last dynasty. There you go. It's not how we speak. It's early modern Chinese, okay? Which is the equivalent to Shakespeare. It's even older than Shakespeare, because Shakespeare is 14th century. But yeah. And I got 66.5 actually, which is epic and insane. And you know what? Despite the fact that I fucked biology and English up so bad, at least in this subjects, still, you know, it may make up for the loss for biology and English. But overall, it's actually kind of okay. At first, it seems super disastrous, but after all, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So, yeah.